I'm trying to film a video. The nerve! Bigger and more destructive. Nola. So yeah, I just wanted to show you some of the books that I got. Oh my gosh, he's biting my dining room table. Hi everyone, it's me, Jess. Welcome or welcome back. It is a wintry, blistery, winter snowstormy day outside. The little terror is like so much bigger. I swear he's getting bigger, 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 and even more destructive. The wintry, we had a snowstorm today. And I just got back from the gym, just hopped out of the shower, and I thought I would share with you a little bit of a book haul because I have accumulated some books, various recent trips to various different bookstores. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with the Canadian books that I have because I do want to read a certain amount of Can Lit. Well, I'm definitely going to be trying to read some Can Lit for in advance of the Giller Prize, but the Giller Prize is not until the fall. The first one is Consent by Annabel Lyon. This one I was waiting and waiting and waiting for this to come out in soft cover, and it has. So I'm pretty stoked. This is about twin sisters. One of them has to care for, they've both been caregivers for a long time, and then all of a sudden they find themselves on their own. I'm not going to dive too far into the description, but it was longlisted for the Women's Prize for Fiction, and it was also longlisted for the Giller Prize. So I am looking forward to this one. This is Scarborough by Katherina Hernandez. I picked this up because I saw, I apologize, there's going to be noise in the background, potentially. They were promoting her book both on the CBCs and also in the bookstore. I thought I would pick it up. Scarborough is a low-income, culturally diverse neighborhood east of Toronto. Like many inner-city communities, it suffers under the weight of poverty, drugs, crime, and urban blight. Scarborough, the novel, so it's a novel, employs a multitude of voices that tell the story of a tight-knit neighborhood. Oh, this sounds good. And then I picked up The Break. I actually picked up The Break before The Break by Katherina Vermette. I hope I'm saying her name right. Winner of the Governor General's Literary Award. I picked this one up actually before Christmas. It's about a Métis community, and it's also a mystery crime story. But I think there's a fair amount of Indigenous trauma potentially in this read. I'm not sure. I'm looking forward to reading it because I have heard really good things about it. And I think that Katherina Vermette is Métis. She's a Métis writer from Treaty 1 territory in the heart of Métis Nation from Winnipeg, Manitoba. So I think this is going to be a interesting read. Very much looking forward to that. Hopefully I get to that one next. I'm hoping to put that on my TBR for March. And then I also picked up Five Little Indians by Michelle Good for the same reason. This I'd already heard about. It's been around for a while. This is about residential schools, and I don't know too much about it, but I know that that's the topic. And Michelle Good is a writer of Cree ancestry, a member of the Red Pheasant Cree Nation in Saskatchewan. So I'm happy that I'm going to be reading some works by Indigenous authors, Canadian authors, and yeah, that's been something I wanted to do, so I wanted to pick up some of those. And I also found this book, which is a Russian. You know, I've been exploring the Russians. This book is called Life and Fate by Vasily Grossman, and it's so, I don't know, just came across this book in the bookstore. I was intrigued. It says that it was judged as being so dangerous by the Soviet authorities that the manuscript was immediately confiscated when completed in 1960. And it was finally smuggled to the West in 1980. It's about life. It's about, I don't know what the story is about, but it's about, he was a writer under Stalin. It says the 20th century war and peace, a broad portrait of an age and a searing vision of Stalinist Russia. It's a story of a family, the Shaposhnikovs, whose lives in the army, the Gulag, a physics institute, a power station, and a concentration camp are stunningly evoked from their darkest to their most poetic moments. Ah! I want to read this so much. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to switch up my Russians. This was definitely a huge discovery. It is a bit of a mammoth. So I know there's it's like over 850 pages. I know there's the mammoth readathon in March, but I don't think I'm going to be getting to that. I don't think I'm going to be doing that one. But I have a couple of big books that I picked up. This is one of them. Very excited to get to that. Grabbed The Body by Stephen King. This is the novella that inspired, I believe it's a novella, that inspired the film Stand By Me. Iconic exploration of friendship, adventure, and unforgettable coming of age. Good old Stephen King. Anyway, I like to read this. I really love that movie, especially when I was young.
You have two choices. You either leave quietly, we take the body, or you stay, we beat the shit out of you. We take the body. Hopefully get to that. Maybe in the summer. I think that would be a really good summer read. And then one of my goals for this year, if you want to check out my goals video, one of my goals was to read books by authors that I had really enjoyed in 2021. So I picked up a couple of books by authors that I loved in 2021. Well, I loved Claire Fuller's book, Unsettled Ground. So I picked up this book of hers. Isn't that a cool cover? Oh my god, he's playing with a Kleenex box. It keeps him entertained. At least he's not chewing my furniture. This is intriguing. So Swimming Lessons by Claire Fuller. This is so intriguing. Oh my god. I don't know if I can finish this video. Can I finish this video with the noise in the background, or is it going to drive everybody crazy? I'm hoping he's going to calm down and take a nap. Usually this is nap time. So this sounds so intriguing. It says, in this spine-tingling, it's about this woman who writes a bunch of letters to her husband, and then she doesn't give them to him. She puts them in the bookshelf with all of his beloved books, and then she disappears. Her adult daughter, 12 years later, discovers them. It sounds like it's going to be really good. Knowing Claire Fuller, it's probably really, really good. So yes, very happy about that. And I picked up Earthlings by Sayaka Murata. I read Convenience Store Woman in 2021 and I really liked it. I've heard really good things about Earthlings. I don't really know much about what it's about. About childhood dreams and adulthood rebellion. Natsuki is a young girl who feels like she's been dropped into her family from an alien planet. Her best friend, again, I'm not going to read the whole back of it, but I'm sure it's really good. So her best friend is a plush toy hedgehog named Pute. The only human friend is her cousin Yu. Oh, this sounds like it's going to be really good. I've heard really, really good things about this as well. Oh, and you thought that was it? You thought that was all, but look, there's more. Because I am a book maniac. This looks so good. My Year Abroad, another big, thick book. Almost 500 pages. My Year Abroad by Chang-Rae. This is like a thriller, like American college student and a Chinese American entrepreneur kind of team up, and they're doing all these taking all these high level business meetings, and they embark on a trip across Asia. I don't want to read too much more from the back, but it sounds intriguing. It sounds really, really good as well, which is why I purchased it. I don't know, I might do some reading by Asian authors I think it's in April that the Asian readathon is happening, or there are several Asian readathons. So I wanted to grab a few Asian writers that I haven't read yet and a few books that were on my radar. This was one of them, My Year Abroad. And also The Sympathizer by Viet Thanh. Oh, I'm not going to say his name right. Viet Thanh Nguyen. I never say that name. A lot of my students have this last name and I always have a really hard time with that. I'm just going to look it up. Winner of the Pulitzer Prize, Viet Thanh Nguyen. The Sympathizer. This is about a double agent. The narrator, a communist double agent, is a man of two minds, a half French, half Vietnamese army captain who comes to America after the fall of Saigon. And it's about how, like, building his life in Los Angeles after that. I mean, I've heard nothing but amazing things. So I'm also going to try to read this one for next month if I can, or possibly in April. And then Jessamina Chan, School for Good Mothers. I've been hearing a bit of buzz about this. It's about a woman who is not having a positive experience of motherhood, and I think it's got like this big brother component to it where the raising of children. Oh, it says
The state has its eyes on mothers like Frida. Because of one moment of poor judgment, a host of government officials will now determine if Frida is a candidate for a big brother-like institution. Yeah, it sounds a bit chilling. Is it, I wonder if it's a fictional place or if it's in a real country. I've heard good things. Probably, hopefully April. I don't need to keep telling you guys. I'll do my TBRs to let you know when I'm going to be reading these. I also picked up The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. I saw somebody talk about this on their channel really positively. His name is Ben. I feel like his name is Ben. Could that be right? Okay. Well, I don't know his name and he doesn't really say his name. You have to watch this video to see what his name is. I don't have time to do that. But his YouTube channel is called Doom Antidote. I'll link it below. And he spoke really highly about this one, The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. I haven't read Beloved yet. It's on my TBR for this month. And I'm hoping to read it this month. It's on my TBR. I haven't started it yet. But I've also heard that this one is really, really good. And I think if I wanted to try another one, this would be a good one to try. And they were promoting her books in the bookstore, so I picked it up. Oh, I forgot to tell you what it's about. I think it's about a young Black girl. She yearns for blonde hair and blue eyes that she believes will allow her family to fit in. Yet, as her dream grows more fervent, her life slowly starts to disintegrate in the face of adversity and strife. Sounds really good. And then I picked up Migrations by Charlotte McConaghy. I heard this was really good as well through a series of different booktubers channels. And it is about a woman who travels to the Antarctic, I think. Oh, Greenland. She has a singular purpose to follow the last Arctic turns in the world on what might be their final migration to Antarctica. Epic and intimate, heartbreaking, and galvanizing. Charlotte McConaghy's Migrations is an ode to a disappearing world and a breathtaking page turner about the possibility of hope against all odds. Woo! Well, I heard it was really good. So, very beautiful cover. Yeah. So one book on kind of environmental stuff. I haven't read anything like that in a while. Another mammoth. Another almost 500 pager that I grabbed was Shuggie Bain. This is the 2020 Booker Prize winner. I've heard it's very traumatic, depressing, sad. Oh, perfect for me. Completely up my alley. I think it's set in Scotland. Queer childhood, working class family. Yes, Glasgow. Anyhow, so I am excited to read this one. I'm excited to read all the books that I bought. And then American Dirt, which I picked up actually before the holidays, which I'm also really wanting to read because I've heard such good things about it. This is about so it's about this woman, Lydia, who has a son, Luca, and a husband who's a journalist. And so it's just about how the drug cartels are taking over Mexico and how she has a comfortable life and then how she's forced to flee, and then they're instantly turned into migrants and their experience trying to come into the United States, I think. Ooh, sounds really intense. It also sounds really good. Definitely up my alley. Definitely the kind of thing that I like to read. And then the last one is Olga Dies Dreaming. Okay, that's not so hard. It's pronounced Xochitl Gonzales. Olga Dies Dreaming. I think she's Puerto Rican. Is she Puerto Rican? It says she is an American writer, screenwriter, and producer. But I think this is about a family in Puerto Rico. So it's 2017. Olga and her brother Pedro, he's a congressman representing gentrifying Latinx neighborhood in Brooklyn, while Olga is the Tony wedding planner for Manhattan's power brokers. They have these alluring public lives, but things are not so great behind the scenes. Their mother, Blanca, is turned into a radical, abandoned her children to advance a militant political cause. Now at the winds of hurricane season, Blanca has come barreling back into their lives. Set against the backdrop of New York City in the months surrounding the most devastating hurricane in Puerto Rico's history, Olga Dies Dreaming is a story that examines political corruption, familial strife, and the very notion of the American dream. There's a lot of books like this around These migrate books about the migrant experience. I don't know if anybody remembers. One of my favorite books last year was Infinite Country, which dealt with the same kind of topic, probably in a completely different way. So I'm really looking forward to reading these two because the topic is the same. I think they'll be really interesting, definitely up my alley. So those are all the books that I purchased.
Because I am a book fiend.
Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. My apologies. I think Enola is now sleeping. I can give you a shot of him. He's passed out. Look who's passed out on the ground. I guess I should have waited for him to fall asleep before I started filming, but you know, that's how it goes. So yeah, I was hoping he would be passed out for the first part of this video. But no, should have waited. There'll be another book haul at the end of March because my birthday is coming up and I always get books on my birthday, so I'm excited for that. But in the meantime, I'll be coming at you with my March TBR and my wrap-ups and all the rest of the stuff. So I really look forward to seeing you in the next one. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you like what you're seeing. And if you like this video, you could always give it a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, you know, maybe you should keep that to yourself, you know. Zip. Bye. Thanks for spending this time with me. Oh, did you see the nails though? Oh, so fun. So fun. Anyhow, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. I don't even know how to stop him from eating the chair. Anybody know how to stop a dog from eating your furniture? Please write a comment in the comments below. All you bookish people. Long listed. I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm going to get through this video. Can you not eat my plant? Oh my god, he's so destructive. Let me get my tripod back. Oh, there's a shoe in the background. That's what he was chasing for. Alrighty, everyone. Alrighty, folks. That's the end of my book haul video. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday.